feel me. I feel you. We feel each other.
You feel you. I feel me. I feel you. We feel each other.
And we are the KIKAY girls. KIKAY girls, it's Sherry Ann and T-Tech Angel live online. Hello, T-Tech Angel.
Hi, happy Monday, KIKAY Squad. Happy Monday, Sherry Ann. Happy Monday, everyone in the whole galaxy and the universe.
Of course. And hello to all our KIKAY squads, KIKAY girls out there watching us here in Calgary, all over Alberta, Canada, our motherland, the Philippines, and of course, all over the galaxy. It is
Yay!
Yay!
Virtual squad. They're clapping right now.
Diba? Oh my gosh, we waited so long for Monday to come, right?
And it's a happy Monday. Happy Monday.
It is Happy Monday, and it is the first Monday of May.
That's right. And happy May. Hopefully everything is going to be okay moving forward, you know.
Of course, all positive vibes and spreading loves here at KIKAY Girls to all our KIKAY squads and KIKAY, the KIKAY nest in the whole galaxy, I must say.
How is your weekend? How was your past week, Sherry Ann?
The past week has been super productive. It's been super busy, as you know. Yesterday, we just launched at TalaLuvzRadio Worldwide our Sunday of Praise, where we actually focus on gospel music and, yeah, just positive vibes.
Oops, that's good. I heard that. That was played over the TalaLuvzRadio Worldwide website, right?
Correct. So that is through our So just like right now with our KIKAY girls, they can watch our live feed through here on Facebook Live at TalaLuvzRadio 947 webpage. And of course, we also have our very own TalaLuvzRadio Hub, which is our online radio at www.TalaLuvzRadio.com, where they could actually listen to us right now through there.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. They can listen. And hopefully they can watch us there too, right?
Right, that's right.
That would be nice.
I think soon. I just need to actually test it right now. Actually, they may be able to see us there right now. Actually.
Oh,
yes.
Really?
Yes.
Do they still have to press the play button there if they're using a mobile phone?
For a mobile phone, yes. They need to press the play button for them to hear us. But when they are on a desktop, unless it's a MacBook or something, then it's different. They actually need to press the play button. But to be sure, I mean, just press the play button. If you can't hear anything, normally when you go to www.TalaLuvzRadio.com, you should be able to hear some music because we are on 24 hours, 7 days a week.
So we're playing there not just OPM hits, also the Billboard charts, in the music from the Billboard charts, right?
Correct. So we have different genre. That's the nice thing about TalaLuvzRadio Worldwide. It speaks to all of you, to the general public. Oh, diba? Parang ano lang.
There's so many changes, improvements. Hey, that's really good. It's really good. You know, it's for the betterment of the company and how we showcase everything to our viewers and to our listeners, whether through the airwaves and through our platform, which is social media, which is through Facebook Live or live streaming. And hopefully in the near future, they're going to watch us also on TV. Who knows?
Who knows, right? I mean, one thing you need to do is just stream and then it will happen, right? In the right time. It's all about being genuinely passionate about something.
And if you like this, if you like watching us right now, don't forget to hit the like button. Write any comments, say hi, hello. We're going to do some shout outs later on. And then don't forget to share it. Just infect people with love virus and not the coronavirus.
Not the coronavirus. Just like what Sayi Curry's would always say. Don't forget to watch Sayi Curry's TV every Fridays from 7:30 till 8 p.m. And of course, we have TalaLuvzRadio 94.7 FM through the local radio every Thursdays from 7 to 8 p.m. And of course,
And every Mondays,
Every Mondays we have KIKAY
KIKAY
Girls
Girls. That's from
with Tita Angel
and
and
Sherry
there
Ann.
you go.
That's from 7 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in Alberta.
Great.
And it's 9 a.m. Tuesday in the Philippines. So yeah, just stay tuned. We have a lot of surprises for today's show.
Yes.
We have a special guest. We're so excited. It's our first time to do a live interview, and not just an ordinary person, but someone.
Yes.
Somebody.
Here at KIKAY Girls, we have interviewed this special person. Yes, the first here at TalaLuvzRadio through TalaLuvzRadio 94.7 FM. So we are so thrilled to have him back, and now here at our very own show, the KIKAY Girls. So guys, you know, it is Monday, it is May. So many positive things happening despite the COVID-19 that we're dealing with right now, with the pandemic that we're dealing with. But like what we always say, we are going to beat COVID-19 together. This is just something, this is a trial to make the world better, right?
That's right. And together we can all go through with this storm. We can pass through the storm together.
Exactly. So guys, are you guys ready? Welcome to KIKAY Girls, because you feel you.
Feel you.
I feel me. I feel you.
And we feel each other.
Because we are the KIKAY Girls. Going to our KIKAY News.
KIKAY Girls, story for you. It's KIKAY News.
Reporting tonight for KIKAY News, Tita Angel.
Hello, I'm Tita Angel for KIKAY Newsroom here in Alberta. Here are the top stories. A deadly crash after a Canadian military goes down during an operation near Greece. Canadian Naval Officer Abigail Cobra is the first victim identified. The federal government is pushing ahead with a plan to ban a number of assault-style guns in our country, was a major election promise by the Trudeau government. In Alberta, financial help is on the way for those who are dealing with massive flooding in and around Fort McMurray. The Prime Minister is also offering federal assistance to the province. In the United States, officials are expressing cautious optimism about a drug remdesivir that could speed up the recovery process for COVID-19 patients. And the Conservative leadership race, which has been on hold due to COVID-19, is back on. The party will vote on the new leader in August. And for the latest KIKAY scoop in showbiz, here is Sherry Ann.
Kylie Jenner flaunts her curves in skin-tight white dress in first images of the cosmetics mogul posing inside new sprawling $36.5 million mansion in LA. Brought to you by Daily Mail. Kylie Jenner just slapped down $36.5 million for a massive 19,250 square foot mansion in the upscale Homey Hills neighborhood in the west side of Los Angeles. And on Friday, the cosmetics mogul, 22 years old, gave her 171 million Instagram followers a first-time glimpse of herself posing inside the sprawling estate, all while showing off her famous womanly curves. Lover Girl, the self-made billionaire, captioned her first post, which showed her flashing a seductive pout as she leaned over on a couch, knees bent in a skin-tight white dress. The Keeping Up with the Kardashian star appeared to be sprawled out in a room just feet from the magnificent pool that could be seen through the glass sliding doors. She wore her dirty blonde tresses, long and flowing into the middle of her back and apart in the middle. About an hour later, Jenner shared a similar photo of herself, only this time she leaned down with her arms forward, highlighting her ample assets in her revealing number. Flashing yet another inviting look on her face, she referenced how she'll be writing out her home in luxurious style by writing Quarantine Bay in the caption. This showbiz news is brought to you by TalaLuvzRadio Worldwide, only here at KIKAY Girls.
And that's the latest top stories for today. Thank you for watching KIKAY News. Until next time, back to the studio.
Hi, Tita Angel.
And we're back! Yay!
We are we're back. Yes.
That was a nice news.
Definitely. Oh my gosh.
But Sherry Ann, but I heard that the I was just watching on the monitor. There's a delayed in monitor. I was watching the news recently that the bans for the assault guns, rifles,
Right.
like those ones that are not really for consumption of public or for public usage.
Right.
It's already, they passed the bill. It has a royal assent and they can no longer be used on the street. There is a grandfathering of 2 years. I think they're gonna do a buyback with those guns, and yeah, it's pretty amazing how Canada is, well, if you've seen the news, it's not meant to use those guns on the streets,
Yes.
putting a deer down. It's not, you don't need that. It's meant to harm people. It's meant to kill a lot of people.
Oh gosh.
So, and then that's just my stand,
I don't really, like, with me, like when it comes to stuff like that, it's just so, I don't know. It's not something that I like to talk about. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's stressful, right? Like, to me,
we don't need that.
no, we don't need the stress, right? So let's, I want Kylie Jenner's pool though.
I love her house, her open concept house. It's really nice. I really like it. There's not much. It's like I also like Kim Kardashian's house. It's not simple, but it has an open concept,
Right.
and there's not much furnitures. But if they do get some furniture,
There's less clutter.
Glass space. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I really like that.
Everything is inside the walls, right? Especially with them having kids and stuff. I think that's nice. Less clutter is always good.
Her pool is really nice. Her swimming pool is really nice. I really like
Well, it's what, 36.5 million? Like, I mean, you don't need to leave the house, right? All you need to do is order food and that's it. You're in a resort right there.
Not even. She probably got some chefs to cook food for her.
Right. That's very true.
She got a whole crew and team to serve her.
But that's okay. I have DJ Soul Rack cooking food for me. Shout out to you.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Shout out to you, DJ Soul Rack.
Hi, Soul Rack. Hi, DJ Soul Rack. Is he watching right now?
Yes,
He's
of
watching
course.
Right now. Okay. I just want to greet some people
Yes.
watching here right now. Matt is watching. My brother is watching. Ate Lira from Fort McMurray is watching. She's really nice. She gave us food yesterday. All of her friends. She delivered some food to all of her friends.
Right.
Eileen.
Ate
Eric from
Maria.
Calgary is watching. Maria.
Yes,
Malakov
Ate
is
Maria
watching. Hi,
Malakov.
Maria. My dad is watching in California. Hi, Dad.
Hello.
And my mom is watching too. Kuya Ronald from Japan. We're all over the galaxy. People are watching us all over. We have people from Japan watching us. Karen, my sister-in-law in Newfoundland, is watching. My Tito JR and my grandmother in the Philippines in Bulacan, they're watching. Lucas watching. Amber is watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the support. And this is just the beginning. Do you have anybody you wanted to mention while we're here before we move on to the next segment?
Of course, thank you to all the KIKAY squads and KIKAY girls out there watching us and tuning right now here at KIKAY Girls with us, with Tita Angel and myself, Sherry Ann. And today, there's so many exciting, from KIKAY Reacts to all our segment, and we have a special guest, and you guys would probably want to see him as well, diba? That's in a few minutes here. But before anything else, we want to say hello to all our listeners here in Calgary, in Alberta, and all over the galaxy. Hello to my Tala, my Bean, my Sai, and my Tiara. To Mommy to Mommy Cherry and Daddy Vic, that's watching us right now. To Chervik, to all, and wanting to wish all May babies a happy birthday.
My mother just said, I just saw that she texted me. She said, watching from California.
Hello,
Don't forget to say,
Mama Evelyn in California.
she's very supportive of all of our shows here at TalaLuvzRadio.
I
TalaLuvz
know.
Worldwide.
We
Very
appreciate it
supportive.
so much. We appreciate it so much. So, Tita Angel, are you ready for our KIKAY Reacts?
I am so very much ready.
Here you go.
KIKAY React. It's reaction time.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Just for laughs. That is so not funny if you think of it. That's horrible.
Imagine you're sleeping, she's probably in deep sleep, and you would just make a prank out of it. I don't think it's nice. Do you?
It's not nice at all. Like, I mean, because what if, I don't know, you could actually get into a heart attack or a cardiac arrest or something if you do something like that. I mean, yeah, it got them a lot of views, but hey, that could have like cost them a life as well. I don't know if that was funny. I mean, it was funny. It was funny, but I'm just not sure about the whole, I don't know, health-wise, it's not cool.
No. But don't do that. Respect the person who's sleeping, whether it's in the couch, in the bedroom, or anywhere else.
Or anywhere else, even in the streets. Come on, people.
Yeah. If the person is resting, respect. Let the person rest.
It's called respect. So are you ready for the next one? The Sands, Fort McMurray. Whoa. Hold on. Let's see. Oh. What are they doing here?
They're trying to put this sandbag to protect the hospital from flooding.
Oh.
And everybody, the Ministry of Health relaxed the social distancing, physical distancing at that time. So, but they still have to practice as much as possible caution, like being together in a group, and they have to wear masks.
Right.
And that's just to protect the only hospital in Fort McMurray. And as we all know, I might be wrong, but in ruling is, the city cannot function as a whole city or cannot operate as a city if there's no operating hospital that's operational. They're trying to protect, and all the PPEs, the ventilators, that's very essential in this kind of pandemic that we have right now, that we're experiencing right now, is actually stored in the basement of the hospital. The morgue is there.
Oh my gosh.
The ventilators, if I'm not mistaken, are there. What else? The PPEs. Most of the storage, the essential equipment that they need in the hospital is actually stored in the basement. So they're trying to protect the basement per se, or the whole hospital per se, from flooding. So that's what they've been doing. Everybody shared their time, their effort, and you've seen solidarity there, and which is really good. They're protecting, and I believe the one who's taking the video is actually a nurse there, and they were up in the balcony somewhere in the hospital taking the video of the people, helping them to protect the whole premise of, but not the whole, but you know what I mean, the hospital itself. And it's very essential, it's very vital, especially right now, to protect the only hospital that we have in the city, in town. And good job, everyone. Congratulations, everyone.
Wow. Well, let's move on to the next. Through hell and high water.
Okay, that is still Fort McMurray. As we all know, May of 2016, that was 4 years ago. Exactly 4 years ago, we had the fire here in Fort McMurray, Alberta, that was published, or it was even on the news all over the world. The forest fire, the bush fire, the forest fire in 2016, that was started, I think, May the 3rd or the 4th.
Right.
So we just not celebrated, but just, remembered 4 years ago when we had this catastrophe, this famine here in town.
At Fort McMurray.
Yes, it was gridlock going down to Edmonton. Usually to go to Edmonton from Fort McMurray, it only takes 4 hours
Right.
with obviously a stopover to, bathroom break or, fill up some gas along the way. It takes us only 4 hours to go from Fort McMurray down to Edmonton. But
It took a while,
during the
that one.
it took us 17 hours. It
Yes.
was a gridlock going down, and then your surroundings was in fire.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
in fire. You can even see Amber jumping from one side of the bridge or of the river to the other side, and it was
That's
horrible. It was
scary.
horrible. It was scary.
Yeah.
Yes, and then 4 years later, 4 years after, here we have the flooding.
The flooding.
So
The water was a little too late. It was a
yes,
little
and
too
then
late, right?
yeah, during the 2016 Sherry Ann, we were praying to have some rain. Whenever it had some rain,
Yes.
come 2 weeks ago, last week, we were praying to have a better weather, a good weather, like a sunny weather.
Yeah.
Guess what? It rained.
Oh, well, I'm happy to know that all Fort McMurrians are all safe right now. I know it's no longer there, right? The high water is now gone, right? Or is it still there?
Yeah. No, not anymore.
It was like an overnight
and
thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay.
it was not really an overnight thing. It took a few days for the water to recede or to subside
Right.
from the land. And Tim and I went down to the downtown townside area,
Right.
hoping that I made even a joke that I hope to see dead fish.
Oh
I kept
no. But anyways, I'm so happy that you guys are all fine at Fort McMurray. Again, Alberta and the whole Canada is with you, with all of you. So
Thank you so much.
yeah, so
It's just too much. We've been through a lot.
too
We've been
much,
through a lot,
right?
especially with the oil going down to negative.
I know. And then with COVID happening, it's just a little too much. But guess what? Watch KIKAY Girls, and you're gonna be in a full of laughter of 1 hour at least with Tita Angel and myself. So KIKAY Trends. Do you want to know what's in? Stay tuned for KIKAY Trends. All right, KIKAY Trends. Reporter appears on air unaware everyone can see he is not wearing pants. You know what, Tita Angel? Because you know how everybody is working from home. Well, almost everyone, okay, are working from home right now. And when they do calls, when they do their meetings, of course they're gonna be in their pajamas, or who knows, may not even be wearing anything. So this is something that is to be vigil, like you need to be aware of it.
Yeah, just be mindful of your framing
Yes.
too, You probably have if you're using your mobile phone,
Yeah.
if you're on a meeting or doing a newscast or delivering a news,
Right.
you can still check once in a while your screen if you're in a frame, and if unnecessary parts of your body is showing, and then you may want to zoom in or zoom out. That would help.
Right. So and now
It's
you just have to be mindful. So now,
you just have to be mindful, especially yeah, exactly.
right? And now we have the fishing man inside a bubble because he is so careful of being out there with social distancing. Even going fishing for him, he needs to wear a bubble.
And he literally put himself in a bubble.
That's really cute, though. That one's cute. I like that one. So at least you can make sure he can actually secure himself from drowning if you think of it.
Yes, and not to get the virus itself.
Correct.
So it's pretty good.
That's
Especially
pretty
if
good.
you have other fishing grounds around the area, why not?
And that's like a meter away. Like if you spread out your hands, it's like that's a meter away from somebody. So that's pretty darn good. That's social distancing right there, if you ask me.
That's right.
Right?
That's pretty cool though.
Yes.
I don't mind to wear it, I mean, especially if there are other people around him.
Yep.
That would help. You don't have to wear the mask, because wearing a mask is so uncomfortable.
All right. Well, next one. Trendy mask, Tita Angel. It's 7:25 p.m., Tita Angel. So here you go. trendy masks. Now, this is really cool. Like, I've seen a lot of people from across the globe, creating masks, and they're all like they design them, they do something with them, like, to actually roll like in style. You know what I mean? And I think this is good because this motivates people to actually wear masks and motivates people to actually get used to the new norm.
But just a simple reiteration again, wearing mask, yes, you can wear a cloth mask, but again, that is to protect somebody else, it's not you.
Exactly.
If you wear a surgical mask that's actually designed, or let's leave that for our frontliners, and that would protect you because it has a special 3-layer covering. But wearing mask, I think it's the new normal. It's the new norm.
Right. So I think this.
I like the Louis Vuitton though. Is there a Gucci one? Yeah, there's a Gucci one right there.
Yeah.
I think the Gucci one is cute.
That is really, they are all cute if you ask me. It describes a person's personality if you look at it that way. Right?
That's right.
So,
and when you wear a mask, make sure that you wash your hands before
please.
Putting a mask on.
And make sure with soap and water, okay, and 20 seconds.
You sing a happy birthday.
Yes.
That would. Yeah.
Yes. Or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That's pretty good. So guys,
with soap and water. Yes.
So guys, are you guys ready for our special guest today? We are so excited to introduce right, he will be talking about should we introduce him now or maybe after our commercial break?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
I'm very excited. I can't contain my excitement, to be honest with you. I really wanted to meet him.
Yes.
Not in person, but at least he's going to be with us live from the Philippines. Straight from the Philippines.
Yes.
Thank you to our technology these days.
Of course.
We can bring people with us on the show.
Right. So no, this is actually really good. Like, I mean, this is really exciting, this special guest that we're going to be having on air live with us is not only a TV personality, but he is also the president of the very first bobsled team of the Philippines. Who would have thought? This is Mr. Buddy
Kanan. And we will have him on the show when we come back.
KIKAY Girls will be right back after our commercial break. Please stay tuned for more surprises. KIKAY Girls will be right back after our commercial break. Please stay tuned for more surprises.
Yes, hello, KIKAY squads, KIKAY girls. We are back here with our
special guest. Joining us today is Buddy Konanan.
Yay! Of course, and he is not only a TV personality, but also he is the president of the very first Philippine bobsled team.
Another side of the Philippines. Yay!
Hello, Mr. Buddy Konanan.
Hi, thank you, Sherry, and thank you, Angel. It's a pleasure to be on your show, and I'm so happy to be here and so happy to see all of you again. I miss Calgary.
And Calgary misses you too.
Yeah, so we're here in Manila, but how are things over there?
Things are going, we are self-isolating here in Calgary.
That's right.
I mean,
we're still on lockdown.
We are on lockdown, so which is good because at least people are actually listening, and our cases are actually decreasing, right, Tita Angel?
That's right, but they're trying to relax some restrictions already. So
right.
phase by phase, we will see some relaxation in restrictions. So that's pretty good too. But we still have to be careful with regard to physical distancing. We still have to, be mindful about physical distancing and those parameters that the Alberta government has put in place for all the citizens in Alberta or Albertans.
Right.
Or same thing here. Same thing here. We've been under enhanced community quarantine for almost 2 months, and hopefully, cross our fingers, it will be eased a little bit, keeping in mind social distancing and all the necessary precautions on the 15th. So we're looking at 10 more days, and you might have a little bit of, a little relaxation of the rules.
Right. And how is the cases of COVID-19 in the Philippines now?
Well, Angel, Sherry Ann, considering that we're 110 million people and we're a third world country,
right.
Not too bad, eh? As of today, it's not even 10,000 yet. It's reaching there, but when you compare to other countries,
right,
with small populations, even Canada, I think you have 50,000 plus, no? And so it's going too bad,
How is the testing of COVID-19 in the Philippines? Is the government in par with other countries in terms of testing, or what's the situation with regard to testing?
Good point, because that's really the best thing anyone can do now. Testing,
correct,
and isolate the sick and infected. Unfortunately, we got off to a slow start, but the government is doing its best and is slowly ramping up the testing. We see it happening in different LGUs. So it's increasing. And touch wood, we should be able to do massive testing in a few weeks.
Wow. Right. Well, what about you, Buddy Konanan, how are you dealing with the COVID-19 right now? Especially, you're such a busy man, especially with your bobsled team.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up because, this COVID thing has really put a slight damper on our plans. As you know, our training home base is in Canada,
yes,
our winter training home base, especially Calgary, because our partners are the Alberta Bobsled Association. So Calgary is really our home.
Correct.
And we had planned to go back this year, but with the COVID problem, COVID crisis, COVID-19, we might have to push it back a year until a vaccine or some sort of viable treatment can be found. As you know, the Winter Olympics even got moved to 2021.
Right.
So we expect on our part, Winter Olympics, Winter Games, Winter Sports to be pushed back similarly another year. So that's a bit of a damper because we were really enthusiastic to get back over there, see you guys, and of course train there and engage again with the wonderful Filipino community. But this is the reality we have now, and we're making plans to adjust and to make the best of it.
Right.
Sherry Ann, with your permission, I just wanted to get a little bit up close and personal with Buddy, and it's my first time to see him. We did some research about Buddy and all the good things they've done for the Philippines, for the community, and for his team, bobsled. But before we move on fully to the bobsledding and what they've been doing right now in terms of supporting people in the Philippines with regard to the COVID-19.
Right.
If you don't mind, Buddy, I just wanted our viewers to know you a little bit more. Maybe most of our viewers have seen you on TV. You had your show in the past. I know that. But we did some research about Buddy Konanan, a very famous man, actually.
Of course.
He graduated in one of the top-notch universities in the Philippines. Ateneo de Manila with a master's degree in business administration, right?
Correct.
And then you also had a show before. Did you still have a show? What was that? In one of I've seen that on YouTube actually, and one of your advocacies is actually alternative medicine. Do you still support that?
Absolutely. Okay, number one, I am a media practitioner. I am a writer, travel writer, one political columnist. I am a graduate of Ateneo de Manila, grade school to grad school, prep to grad school. So it's the only school I know, third generation. I do have a TV show on the One Media Network, it used to be called Global News Network. And I'm glad you mentioned alternative medicine because we're actually pushing alternative therapies to COVID-19. As you know, there's no vaccine yet. There's no Western modality
that leads to my second question.
Mm-hmm.
How is, if you're still into this alternative medicine, how do you think we can combat COVID-19 with the use of alternative medicine, and how can you make use of that?
My personal philosophy is, I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? So, let's explore all options. Maybe Western modalities or mainstream modalities aren't working as well. So let's try, alternative medicine and things like that. Hopefully something can a good treatment can be found through hit and miss and then trial and error. And in this regard, we're actually pushing some therapies now in partnership with the Coast Guard, who we are very closely affiliated with, and the Armed Forces to try to pilot project alternative therapies for severe COVID patients. So this is something we're actually working on at the moment.
Wow, and do you have a whole crew or team that supports you? I believe that you have the whole crew to support you in this advocacy.
Are you talking about the bobsled team?
No, with the alternative medicine, do you have the whole crew to work with you with alternative medicine, or you're spearheading that?
Yes, I mean, we have a group here, and this group, we've been working together for many years, especially to my TV show, to media, to try to spread awareness of alternative medicine treatment.
Right.
Wow,
I believe in alternative medicine because not everybody, you know what I mean? Like, to me, I like with me, like, I mean, I'm not well, I kind of am, but I always believe that there's something natural that could actually cure something, especially like when it comes to a flu. Nothing cures it. You need to kind of just like boost your immune system for you to actually beat it.
Absolutely. Sherry, let me just throw something. I'm glad you said it because this is one point that people should think about.
Right.
No medicine will make you better. It's your own body that's going to make you better.
Exactly.
And your body repairs itself.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, like, I mean, when you rely on medication, it's not good. It's your own self. Like, like it's from boosting your immune system is what will beat the virus, I think, in my opinion, anyways.
Like right now, most of the patients who have recovered from the COVID-19, there's no actual medication that helped them. It's still their body that repairs itself. And, with their immune system antibodies that combats that virus and makes themselves, feel better after the 40 days or after contracting the virus.
And, Angel, even if they do come out, and touch wood, they will come out with a vaccine. What does that do? It gives your body the information.
Exactly.
It gives your body the information it needs to fight. So it's back to your body. Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. I definitely agree with that. So
yeah. Let me just take you away from the COVID for now.
For now.
Can you correct me if I'm wrong? Were you an honorary consul for Georgia in Georgia for the Philippines, or what was that?
Yes. I mean, that's another hat I wear. I'm an honorary consul of Georgia. I represent the Georgian government in the Philippines, specifically for Northern Luzon. I built a lot of ties between Georgia and cities in Northern Luzon that are very close to my heart, very close to the Ilocos region, very close to the Benguet region, Pangasinan, La Union, the whole Northern Luzon, very close to my heart. And so I've done a lot of work to build relations between cities there and here. So I am an honorary consul of Georgia. It's a pro bono job, it's a volunteer job, but it's something I do because I have a lot of friends in Georgia. I'm very close to the country and I love it very much.
Aww.
Just to make it clear, it's the country in Europe and it's not a state in the United States. Georgia is Europe. And the capital of that is Tbilisi. Is that right?
Yeah. It's not Georgia on my mind. It's Tbilisi. Former Soviet Republic. Yeah.
That's right.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, there
Go
you
ahead,
go.
Sherry.
You know what, buddy? It's funny because Tita Angel was saying, my intelligent questions deserves an intelligent answer, and I'm like, you know what? The best person for that is Mr. Buddy Kunanan.
I know, I can tell. I can tell he's very smart, and he got these advocacies that it's for the good of people, for the betterment of everyone. To be honest.
Exactly.
So, can you tell us about bobsledding? And there is an acronym in the company or in your association, the LUGE, LUGE. What does it stand for? I'm really curious to know about it.
LUGE. Well, that's another. I mean, sledding sports are basically divided into three. There's bobsled, there's luge, and skeleton. So at the moment, all our efforts are being concentrated on bobsled because this really is the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Luge and skeleton are also nice sports, but they're single person sports when you sled down, the ice canal. But the main event is really bobsled, and unfortunately, we would love to really focus on the other sports, but bobsledding is where all our efforts and our energies are being focused on at the moment.
When did you start this kind of sports?
We started about 3-4 years ago. I founded it about 3-4 years ago, and our training home base used to be in Austria, in Innsbruck. Nice city, nice place, small town. But about 2 years ago, with the help of the Philippine diplomats in Canada, specifically, can I mention them? We have Ambassador Petronila Garcia in Ottawa, and of course, our very good friend, Consul General Zaldi Patron.
Yes.
In Calgary, our very own Zaldi Patron really helped us out and got us set up and connected the right organizations in Canada, specifically in Calgary. And so today we have a formal partnership with the Alberta Bobsled Association. They're based at the Twin Sport at Canada Olympic Park, nice place. And so they're our partners, our good friends, our partners, and we train with them every winter.
Wow.
That's
so how
amazing.
many people are there in your team?
We have I have four full-time bobsledders. They're all Coast Guardsmen. They're on loan to me by Coast Guard. Yeah, they're active duty Coast Guardsmen serving on the line. And so they train full-time in this sport for the Philippine National Bobsled Luge and Skeleton Association.
Philippines have we don't have snow in the Philippines. How do you guys practice? Where do you practice? And how do you manage to perform the actual
Good
bobsledding in the Philippines if there's no snow there?
Good question. That's why we got to fly all the way to Calgary.
Right.
Frozen Calgary. So we're there every winter. And but off season, we do all the training here. Let's say summer, winter, summer, fall, and spring. Do training here, which is what all bobsledders do. Because even Canadians during the summer and the spring and a bit of the fall can't. I mean, there's no snow yet.
You're right.
So we do the same exercises they do, except we do it here.
Exactly.
And I want to point out for your viewers and listeners that this is something we can all be really very proud of, because this is not only the first in the Philippines, but we're the first in ASEAN, in the entire Southeast Asia. We're the first bobsledders, man. And so, I mean, if you're talking about Asia in general, there's only 4 countries with bobsledders. There's China, Japan, Korea, and then the Philippines.
Right.
And 3 of those countries, snow and money. So
that's right.
Exactly. So who would have thought, right? Especially coming from a third world country with it's a tropical island, and then here you go. You have a Philippine bobsled team to represent our motherland.
And with some success, Sherry, I don't know if you recall last year, we won in the Alberta Cup Provincial Championship. We won 3rd place.
Wait, I need to do my little clap.
Another good thing for our motherland, another trophy, another distinction to our motherland, which is really good.
Diba?
So Buddy, you mentioned earlier that your troop mates, I mean your the bobsledders, your teammates, they are in the armed forces too. So what do they do during this kind of pandemic? Are they deployed somewhere else to help to fight COVID-19?
Yes. Well, I'm glad you brought it up. The bobsledders are all Coast Guardsmen. They don't fall under the Armed Forces of the Philippines because that's the Department of Defense, but they are a uniformed service under the Department of Transportation. That being said, they are uniformed personnel. They are soldiers, and so at the moment they're all deployed on the front line, helping to enforce the quarantine, doing contact tracing, assisting in testing, COVID-19 testing. And so at the moment, I actually have our driver, our bobsled driver, Ray Rubo Fernandez, who's from Leyte, he's from Tacloban. So if there are any people, if there are any Warais watching the show now, listening in, our bobsled driver is from Tacloban, and he's currently assigned at the airport, screening coming, the Filipinos coming home who may be infected with COVID-19. So he's there with a hazmat suit. He's assisting the doctors and nurses and conducting COVID-19 tests. So very important. They're putting themselves in harm's way.
Totally.
Absolutely. I mean, this viral enemy, and I've said it before, it requires a different skill set to beat. No, it's not. You don't need firearms. You need to
Correct.
be vigilant.
It's invisible.
Absolutely. Which is why it makes it so much more difficult to fight it. No.
Yeah, it is very difficult.
Hat off to these guys. I'm so proud of them. They're keeping us safe. They're keeping us healthy. They're keeping us strong.
I totally agree.
Having said that, do you still have time to do some trainings in between? How do you guys do that, or you have to wait until the enhanced quarantine is over?
Yes, we'll really have to wait until things kind of normalize. I mean, I think COVID-19 is something we're going to have to live with, all of us, until a vaccine is found. But hopefully, as people become more vigilant, more careful about hygiene and all that, hopefully the cases go down, and hopefully we can go back to some semblance of normalcy. And that's when my guys can train again, probably. Yeah.
Correct.
So what's your plan with your team moving forward?
Sure. Yes.
With your bobsledding team?
Yes, what's your question?
Do you have any plans of competing and continuing practicing here in Alberta, in Calgary, and then compete to national events or even the Olympics? I've seen a sign of insignia of Olympics in the press release that I've read.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's the Mount Olympus, so to speak. I mean, that is the goal, to participate in the Olympics, to represent the Philippines and the first Southeast Asian country to do bobsledding in the Olympics. That's our dream, our goal. And absolutely, we want to go back to Calgary. We want to get back to training. And this temporary hiccup in our schedule because of this COVID-19 has been a problem. But we're confident that, touch wood, maybe early next year, we might be able to deploy our guys back to Calgary to do some more training. And Whistler, we train in Calgary and we do train in
Whistler. Whistler is nice. Yeah, Whistler is really nice. I hope to meet you in person when you come back, when everything is okay and back to normal at some point.
I know Sherry Ann is in Calgary. Are you based in Calgary as well?
I used to live in Calgary for a number of years, and then I moved up here in Fort McMurray when I got married. So after that, yeah. I'm still in Alberta, northern part of Alberta, but yeah, I used to live in Calgary for a number of years.
But yes, no, we always look forward to seeing Mr. Buddy Cunanan here in Calgary along with our Philippine bobsled team. Kasi talagang, diba, like, it's such an accomplishment. Lalo na parang, it's an honor to have a Philippine bobsled team. Talagang, like, you can't get over that. Like, coming from a tropical island, and then here you go. And then
the first in ASEAN region. Can you imagine that?
ASEAN,
it's
yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, there are other countries like, China, like Japan, with snow, presence of snow, and they have all the means and resources they can do it. But Philippines, a tropical country, a developing country, has started the bobsledding in the ASEAN region. That's amazing.
Right. So
yes, and we've trumped countries with more money, with way more money, like Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia. A better word, we've trumped them. So we're the first. We've actually, this is historic in itself. It is already a historic accomplishment.
And that's history itself, in ASEAN region. How many countries are there in ASEAN region? And then, like what I said, considering Philippines is a tropical developing country, and we're the number one. It's amazing.
Yes.
I can't be more proud.
Right, and guess what, Tita Angel? You're talking to the president of it.
I know, I'm so honored. I'm very honored. Do you have any upcoming events that you would like to promote?
Right.
And so our viewers can follow and support you in your upcoming events, or the floor is yours. They'd say in French,
the stage is yours.
The floor is yours.
Okay, I just want to say that bobsledding, this sport is very difficult. There's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of expense involved. We use no government money at all. All our funds are privately raised. We are committed to 100% transparency. So with our donors, with our supporters, every cent is accounted for. Absolutely, It all goes to expenses. And that in this regard, I want to thank everyone who's helped us, especially the Filipino Canadian community. A lot of you guys have really come out and supported us. I want to thank the embassy people, Ambassador Garcia, Consul General Patron, of course, Conje and me in Austria and Vancouver, very helpful as well, especially when we're there. And people like Dodi Lucas in Vancouver, George Verdulaga, leaders of the Philippine community. And I want to thank especially our director for North America. He really is the heart and soul of our North America operations.
I know
He's based in
him.
I want to thank Joel Dizon. Without him, we couldn't have done this. I cannot stress that enough. So hats off to Joel and his posse. In Calgary, who really helped us. They've gone to the mattresses for us, basically. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much for this wonderful time that you shared with us. We know that you're very busy helping people and with your own, of course, business and personal life. Thank you so much, Sharon. Do you want to say anything?
Yes, of course. I want to say something before Buddy Kananan goes, right, and leaves us for our interview today. So Buddy Kananan, inspiring message to those who wants, that has a dream like yours, diba? I know, what can you say to them to inspire them, like what you've done yourself, that you would like to pass it on to the others that are dreaming with the same dream as yours?
I guess, if you have a dream, just follow it. If it's a good dream, if you're a good person and it's a good cause, the universe will fall into place and things will happen. So just go follow your dreams and then try to help move the world forward in your own little ways.
I can't agree more. Oh, diba? Palakpak ulit. Wait, palakpak. Ayan!
Thank you so much. Really, thank you. This is the first time that we import a very special person, a VIP from the Philippines, especially to our show. It's the first. Thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate that you shared your valuable time with us tonight.
Yes.
Or today here in the Philippines. And we hope that this is not the first and the last. We wanted to cover more of your future endeavors,
That's right.
bobsledding accidents here in Calgary.
Well, Buddy Kananan also knows that TalaLuvzRadio is always here to support them all the way.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you so much, Angel. It was a pleasure to be on your show. More power to you and your program. I love you guys.
We love you too. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
We will be right back.
We'll be right back, guys.
Okay, so much break.
Thanks.
We got you covered, girl. It's KIKAY Tips.
Back, everyone.
Yes! Oh my God, that was really a good interview with Buddy Kananan, the president of bobsledding in the Philippines. It's amazing.
Yes.
That was really, really good.
And I told you.
Nothing is going to be possible without Sherry Ann. Thank you, Sherry Ann. Top tips. I can see some top tips here, Sherry Ann.
Okay, top tips na tayo. Ayan. ABT Trace. Okay, this is an app where can you explain this, Tita Angel?
So the Alberta Trace Together, it's an app that was just recently launched to help know if we are in close proximity with another person who is a COVID patient, COVID-19.
Nice.
So this is not mandatory, this is optional. So if we support the government, Alberta government, this is just for Alberta government to activate this or install this on your phone. Could it be an iOS device or an Android device? This is going to work. It's very simple. The registration is first download the app and then follow the procedural instructions. I think it's not going to take a minute.
Good.
And then the app will send you a code. and then you just have to enter the code via text.
That's
Because this is,
awesome.
again, it's connected to your phone number.
Right.
And with that, there is a strict privacy with regard to downloading the app and activating the app. It's just going to help us to mitigate,
To navigate,
quickly.
and I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's very helpful.
Oh,
It's available on the
right.
App Store or the Play Store for those of you who are using an Android device. So yeah, check it
Yes.
out. Read literature about it, and then it's gonna help everyone.
Exactly. And again, just for here, really quick here, because it is 7:58 p.m. Text for hope. Remember the strength and resilience you have shown in the face of the challenges in your life. You will do this again during the pandemic. So guys, frontliners, thank you. Yeah!
Thank you so much, frontliners, to everyone who's keeping us safe, and to those who are keeping our food properly stocked on the shelves
Right.
in different grocery stores. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Laila, Mildred is watching. My grandmother is watching.
Hello. Speaking of grandmother,
Nancy is watching.
hello, and to my nanay
Geraldine
in
is
LA.
watching. Michelle. Mylene Kama is watching. We're running out of time, but I
Yes.
just wanted to shout out to these people who are watching
It's 8 o'clock.
right now.
You know,
Christina, Chloe,
and to
my
Nanay
mom's
Liz all the
watching.
way from Los Angeles. Hello to you, to all my family.
Elaine is
California.
watching, Asel, Nads, Daddy Vic, Wendy, and my uncle Koji is watching.
Yes.
Thank you guys so
Yes.
much for tuning in today. It was a very fruitful Monday, Sherry, and thank you so much.
You're welcome, Tita Angel, and thank you.
And thank you for bringing Buddy Kunanan with us today. Without you, of course, nothing's going to be your powerful network. It's not going to be anything. It's not going to be possible like getting Buddy on with us on the show. Thank you so much for everything that you do. I just wanted to say this on record, in public. Thank you. Appreciate everything that you do.
Oh, thank you. And
And-
speaking of that, thank you to my the counselor of Isabela, my uncle, which is BFF with Tito Buddy Kunanan. So yes, thank you so much for connecting me with Tito Buddy. That's why he was able to get into TalaLuvzRadio right when he got here that very first time. So thank you so much, Tita Ruby. Hello, hello. And guys,
And just so you know, this is only the beginning. We have more surprises coming up for you guys. There would be showbiz personalities for sure, but I'm not allowed to say those names yet. So,
and again,
but just to give you a heads up, it's just a teaser. There will be a lot of showbiz personalities. Hello. And there will be other people who will be guesting our show, but I'm not allowed to say, just a teaser. Thank you guys so much for watching.
and thank you also,
guys.
Tita Angel, for doing an awesome job here at KIKAY Girls. The vision is huge. I know sometimes it seems impossible, and people out there think that it's impossible. But you know what? Like what Tito Buddy just said, just keep dreaming, focus on that, and everything will just happen, diba?
And we are over time. So thank you so
Okay,
much,
we
guys.
are. Bye, guys. Much love again. Sherry Ann signing off.
Monday, 7 to 8, Mountain Standard
Yes.
Time, 9 a.m. Tuesday in the Philippines. Bye.
Bye, guys. And this is our program, Psycraze TV, every Fridays from 7:30 to 8 p.m. TalaLuvzRadio 94.7 FM from 7 to 8 p.m. every Thursdays on our local radio, KIKAY Girls Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. And of course, TalaLuvzRadio Worldwide, 24 hours, 7 days a week to give you the amazing class trance music, because here we are the home of the stars for lovely sides. KIKAY Girls, Sherry Ann, and Tita Angel signing off. See you guys. God bless everyone. Bye.